we go. So today's roller, it's going to be easiest if you have the 3-foot, the big roller. You can do it on the smaller rollers, but we are going to be doing some back work lengthwise on it, and it's going to be much easier if you have the full length. But again, we can always make it work with whatever you have, so something is better than nothing. And yeah, let's go ahead and do this. I am super sore today, so we're going to start with legs. We're going to move a little faster through that because I want to end with some back work lengthwise on the roller. So we're going to start with the hips. I'm going to turn sideways, and we're going to roll the piriformis first. So remember, whichever leg is crossed up, that's the side you want to roll into. If you're rolling it and you're like, yes, it's not sore, you're probably going the wrong direction. So make sure you're stretching into that butt cheek. And again, the key to foam rolling, because we're all so different, is to hold when it hurts. Try to find that hot spot, that sore spot, and just hold on it. A couple things again, you can always roll farther to the side. If you need to go down onto your elbow, right there, that is so good. You can take it all the way over, and by crossing that leg over, that's what opens up into that piriformis so that you can really go deep and hit that really good. So we're just going to hold here, find your sore spot, and breathe. And as it starts to relax, you're going to find new spots, or it's going to go deeper into other muscles as well. That's what we're going for. That's our goal. So just breathe. You can also roll up towards your low back. That's fine too if you have a hot spot there. You can roll it down towards the knee more, so more towards the hamstring. Oh, that's another good one. Oh, right there. And those of you that are rolling with me tonight, thank you for joining. I hope this helps. I hope you feel better when we're done. That's it. Keep moving until you find a sore spot, and then just hang out. Stay there. Okay, I'm going to take it to the other side, and I'm going to flip around so that I can still show you again. Ankle on the knee, the leg that's bent, the knee that's up, lean into that hip. Oh, that's good. So tight. So we can find that hot spot, hold, breathe. Towards your low back if you need to. All the way over to the side if that's better. Okay, nice. From here, we're going to straighten the legs and go right into the IT band. So again, both hands are on the floor for balance. If it's too intense to have the legs stacked, bring that top foot down in front, because we want this bottom leg to relax as much as possible. Holy cow, onto the roller. When you find those sore spots, just hold. Easy to do tonight, that is for sure. Wow. Keep breathing. I'm going to stack mine back up, make it just a little more intense. But that, of course, is optional. So rolling the IT band, you want to make sure that your hips are stacked. A lot of times we roll back and then you're off. You're more into those hamstrings instead of IT, so make sure you are going right along that seam of your pant. And you know when you found it, because it can hurt a lot. It means you're doing it right. That's it. Keep breathing. If something releases, go to the next sore spot. It can take weeks to get all the way down to your knee if it's super tight IT. So there's no rush through any of the myofascial release that we do. Oh man, that is so sore. Okay, we're gonna switch sides because that's about all I can take. Here we go, other side. So up on the hip. Oh, here we go. Again, you can bring that down in front. You want to make sure your hips are stacked. Don't lean back. Keep it right up along that pant seam, and we're just gonna roll, hold. Hold when it hurts. You're doing good. It means you're doing it right. Again, myofascial release is one of the fastest ways to get rid of soreness and help bring balance back into the body. So any little bit you can do on your foam roller is huge to help bring balance into your body. It's a painful process, but effective immediately. You can notice as soon as you're done foam rolling how much better you feel. So keep breathing through the pain, through the tightness. It does get better. And again, as one layer starts to stretch, you'll find a new layer, another spot. Go to that and hold. Oh man. I hope I am not alone in the IT pain tonight. Awesome. All right, coming down, we're going to go right into calves. So with the roller behind your knees, you're going to roll from the knees down towards your ankles. If you want to keep your butt off the floor, that can make it more intense. That's fine. Mine right now are tight enough I don't need to do that. And by crossing one leg over, that will deepen it as well. So again, we're just trying to find the knot. And a lot of times as you roll it, you'll feel it kind of thunk or roll over that muscle. That's what you're trying to stick. You want to find that spot that it keeps rolling past and get that to stretch out. That's it. Now from here, if you turn your leg out, you're going to hit different muscles in the calf, and if you turn it in, you're going to hit different muscles. So you can play with that as well. Again, there's not a wrong way to roll it. So right there, turned in for me. When you find that sore spot, hold. You can laugh, you can cry, you can want to scream a little bit. Ouch, so good. But keep breathing, always keep breathing. And when you've had it with that leg, you can't take it anymore, go ahead and switch sides. I'm going to switch to my other leg. I'm going to see if it's sore the same spot. So I'm going to turn it in and see if I can find that same soreness that I did on the first leg. And it's not as bad. Tight, but not like the other side. There we go. That's that was wrong. Ouch. So again, keep breathing. Ooh, awesome. Ouch. Okay, we're going to leave that alone for a minute. And I want to go into the low back, stretching and foam rolling in your low back. So you're going to start sitting on your roller. I'm going to turn this more sideways so that you can see me. There's a couple different things. First of all, as long as it doesn't hurt your spine, you can roll all the way up your back, okay? You can take it all the way from the low back to the middle back. Oh. Sometimes it'll self-adjust and it will pop, that's fine. If that is painful on your spine, roll off to just one side. So as I shift, right there, so actually that is more painful for me tonight. So starting at my low back, I'm shifting just off to the side of my spine. And I'm gonna roll until I feel it. As soon as you find that hot spot again, just hold. Everybody's gonna be different. The spot along your back is gonna be different. And then just breathe. There we go, starting to release much faster in my back than my legs tonight. Oh, yeah. So I'm rolling mostly my middle and low back. We'll talk about the upper back in a minute. But I want to do both sides of the low back before I get into the upper back. So again, I'm going to switch sides so that I can show you guys how you lean into that. So from your low back, if you're centered, just off to one side. Down. Yep, there it is. So good. So just moving around, moving back and forth. Wherever it hurts, just hold. Fixing the sweatshirt. I'm rolling over that and it hurts. Okay, back at it. Oh, there we go. Breathe. How's that? Okay, now moving into the upper back. Again, you can roll straight on. For a lot of people that feels really good. And again, sometimes the spine will self-adjust as those muscles start to loosen. Just a couple things, if you have long hair or like my hoodie going over it, it will get rolled up in the roller. So watch your hair, watch your clothing, because it'll just roll up with everything else. So from here, my upper back, I'm going to support my head with my hand. That way it helps so my neck doesn't get tired, but also I can find those good sore spots. So again, you can roll to one side. So now I'm rolling between my shoulder blade and my spine. And that's really sore today. So if you want to try that, roll right there, hold, breathe into it. Try to let your body put as much weight as possible onto the roller, and that's what's going to help stretch it faster. And then I'm going to switch sides, just shifting over to the other side. Oh, man. Again, just hold when you find those spots. Yeah. Okay. Now I want to roll the neck. But I'm actually going to take this sweatshirt off. It's going to be easier without the bulk of the sweatshirt. So you're going to put your head, tuck the roller, and again I'm going to do this sideways so you can see. Go to the glasses. So you have it as much on your neck as you can. And once you're here, oh, so good. You're going to rock your head from ear to ear. And as you move your head, you're stretching where your traps attach. It's called the occipital lobe, and you're pressing right there. Oh. So if you get tension headaches or stress headaches from your shoulders being elevated, this is my go-to. This is one that helps huge to release. So a couple things here. You can roll all the way over to the side. Okay, so if you need to get more on the lateral side of your neck, you can take that all the way over. You can, again, always do both sides. So I'm going to shift the other way. And if you're center and your head's supported, try to relax your shoulders, drop those shoulders down, and that's going to deepen the stretch as well in your neck. That's it. Keep breathing. This one's really sore today on me. But it's that hurts so good type stretch. Not like the IT band where I just wanted to cry. This one actually feels really good. Okay, coming up, we're going to go lengthwise on our rollers. So again, I'm going to turn this sideways so that you can see. And you want your whole, from the top of your head down to your tailbone, supported on your roller. So your whole back is on the roller. For a couple people who are familiar with this, if you want to make it harder right off the bat, just bring those feet and knees closer together so that right away that balance is challenged. So now you're doing core work as well as back stretches. But to keep it easy and comfortable, you can take your feet hips width apart. I'm okay with that. So from here, we're going to start with the goalpost stretch. So your arms go out to the side. Your elbows are basically shoulder height, and you're just going to hold and feel that stretch. Now, most people, it takes a long time to get your elbows actually down on the floor. That's normal. So if your arms don't touch, if your elbows can't get down, that's okay. That's fine. Still breathe into it. You're still going to feel it. And then you're going to rotate your hands so the palms go down. Whew. And that just changes the stretch in your shoulder, and it also changes the stretch in the scapula that's pressing on the roller. So rotate it back and forth. There we go. Nice and easy. Okay, now from here, you're going to take your hands straight up to the ceiling. On this one, your elbows bend, and as you tap the floor, wrap your shoulder blades around the roller. You're going to feel it tight. It's going to be like kind of pinchy because we want that to stretch. Take it back up. Elbows down, wrap the shoulder blades around, and back up. Take it down and up. Keep breathing. Okay, now we're going to keep the arms up in the air, the palms go in, and we're going to scissor the arms. So one overhead, the other to the hip. And as you do this, the goal is to try to get that hand eventually on the floor over your head. That means you've got good mobility in the shoulder and range of motion through your scapula. And it'll take time. It may not happen tonight. That's okay. We'll keep doing this to get things loosened up. Now arm circles, both arms go up over your head, out to the side, down and around. So again, up overhead, out to the side, down and around. Now if there's any like clicking or tweaking, or you feel it like crunch through your joint, that's bad. So watch your range of motion. If you need to go smaller, that's fine, because it's still doing the job it's supposed to with the roller. So listen to your body. We don't want to make anything worse. We just want to help things feel better. So your circles can be small. Ultimately, if you don't have an impingement or an issue, try to get those hands all the way to the floor and then sweep down across the floor. So that's the ultimate goal. Again, it may not happen today. It may be weeks, months, or years to do that. That's okay. And let's reverse it. Arms go up over your head and down. Bring it up and down. And again, if you want to bring those feet closer together to make it harder to balance, that's great. Okay, hands come on the floor. We're gonna bridge. And when we do our bridging on the roller, we wanna focus on the spinal articulation. So one vertebrae at a time as you roll up and as you come down. So you're gonna keep your hands there for balance. Feet or hips width apart for this one. Pull the belly button in. So we do that imprint where you press your low back down. So exhale and slowly peel your spine off. From here, when you're at the top of your bridge, you're gonna really feel the roller pressing into your upper back, those traps. So good. This is why we do the bridge. Now inhale at the top, and then exhale one vertebrae at a time. So you're starting between your shoulder blades, your mid-back. Slowly feel that separation roll down. Low back, and then your tailbone, your butt's the very last thing to come down. Again, imprint, exhale, roll up. We're gonna hang out here at the top. Let the roller do the work and press into our traps. Inhale and exhale. Again, inhale. And then one vertebrae at a time. You can still pull those abs in. Slow articulation. And if your back is tight, you might find that you have a section that they come down together. So 2 or 3, sometimes 4 vertebrae that are super tight. That's okay. The more you do this, unless you've had a surgery to prevent that from happening, they will start to stretch back out. So it just takes doing this consistently, taking the time to go slow. Okay, now, if your traps are super tight in your bridge, I want you to bring your arms up and overhead. And you're looking, again, for those sore spots, those hot spots, and you know when you find them. Your arms may be all wacky, that's okay. Stay there and hold. Let the roller, again, do its job. Do the work for you as you breathe into that and press those traps down. And then slowly you can bring the arms back down, unroll out of your bridge. We're gonna do that one more time. So inhale at the bottom, exhale, pull those abs in, find that scoop and roll up. Once you're at the top of your bridge, you can bring the arms up over your head. Again, finding those hot spots, just hold. Breathe 2 or 3 times into that. Finding whatever feels best, whatever positioning for your arms. Everyone's gonna be different. And then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, roll back down. Okay, that's good. This next one, I'm actually gonna have you wiggle up so that the base of your head is at the edge of the roller. So you're not on your neck, it's still the head. But again, it's that occipital lobe, and you're just gonna gently rock your head from ear to ear. So we did similar when we had the roller behind our neck. And now with the edge of the roller, it puts just the right amount of pressure to help stretch that out. And if you find the stretch in the front of your neck, just hold. If you feel the pressure or the roller pressing in the back of your neck, hold on that too. I think this is one of my all-time favorites. Again, it's that good hurt. Okay, now I always say the best part about the roller is when you come off. You don't ever want to skip this step when you've gone lengthwise on your roller. So you're just going to slide onto your shoulder and your hip and push that roller off to the side and lie flat on your back. Oh, you say there's a hole. It's like the floor is hollow where your spine has been. And it feels so good to just let it be. Breathe into that. If you want to take your legs out, you can. If you want your arms to go out to the side, not a bad thing to feel that hollow under your spine. And if you skip this step, those muscles can tighten back up. So by adding this step in, it helps keep that length through your body. Okay, now we're gonna come up. Feel that length through your head. Roll the shoulders. Hopefully you can feel some of that tension go. Hopefully that the upper body, the neck, the back feels better today. I know mine already does. So again, use your roller, use it regularly, and I hope you enjoyed tonight. I already feel better. Thank you again for joining me, and we will be back. So thank you and have a good night.